West, love the 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 West.
What up, peeps? This is Get With It Sports, a place where you get your sports with a little swag. I'm Glass.
And I'm Brandon.
The best tag team to hand them out here in sports talk. About to give you another episode number 79 of the 2 Cent Deposit on Sports, a place where we give you our 2 cents on the recent topics in the sports world. As always, we want to thank you for taking the time for watching the show. While you're here, go ahead and click the subscribe button to the channel so you can be alerted to all the episodes we have here at the Get With It Sports 2 YouTube channel. Everything good, bro?
Morning, everybody. Yeah, everything's fine, bro.
Cute. We're going to do a little something different right here. We're going to go through our topics, sports topics that's out here in the sports world, like what I just said. And then we'll have the side B, where me and Brandon will give you our picks of the upcoming NFL Conference Championship weekend. But first, as always, we're going to go through the news tape. Before we go through the news tape, don't mean to go off track. We got our show notes here. But just heard something recently this morning on the radio. I just want to get your take on it. You know about Zion Williamson of Duke, the phenom everybody been checking out since he was a junior in high school. Big guy, 280 pounds, got hops out the world. I think it was like a 43, 44-inch vertical, dunking on everybody in high school. Me personally, I was kind of skeptical like how that's going to transfer into the college game. Evidently, they transferred really well. Duke doing, other than them losing a couple of days ago to Syracuse. The man's the truth. And like I told you in episodes ago, I wouldn't mind if our hometown Chicago Bulls go ahead and tank this year so we can try and get him or get his teammate R.J. Barrett.
Mm-hmm.
But on the show, The Jump on ESPN, Nichols is her last name. I can't remember her first
Tracy
name.
Nichols.
Thank you. Look, that's why you're my partner. She had NBA Hall of Famers Scottie Pippen from the Chicago Bulls and Tracy McGrady, another Hall of Famer. I think they were talking about Williamson, and crazy to me, but it's not too far out of the realm of reality. Both Scottie Pippen and Tracy McGrady agreed. They said Zion Williamson already gave you enough to show you that he'll be the first pick in the upcoming NBA draft. One and done. They both said that what they would do if they were Zion Williamson would stop playing basketball and get ready for the draft. Like Christian, going back to the football aspect of it, just like Christian McCaffrey of the Panthers didn't go to the bowl game for Stanford, and another player, Joey Bosa, didn't make it to the bowl game when he played for Ohio State. They both stopped and trained for the NFL draft. So they saying, let's relate it to the NBA draft. You showed that you're going to be the man in the draft, first-round draft pick. Why play the rest? Get ready for the draft. Give me your thoughts on that situation. What you think about that?
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't agree with them. One, this team, this college, this school picked you. So they already knew going in it could possibility to be a one and done, you know. So they were willing to roll a dice on that and accept you that 1 year, be it a full year, you know. Okay. So you're not doing the school a service of picking you or whatever. If you're going to leave them hanging, you know, halfway through or come March Madness or whatever, because I guess that's where they get, you know, build their, you know, trophy case, and they get in the tournament or whatever, and that's how they can succeed, can succeed in the tournament.
Okay.
But if you quit before then it's not doing them no good. Two, all the great players worked on their craft. So if you figure you good enough now, and you're gonna just stop playing or whatever, you're not competing, you're not working on what you already good at to be even better. Because I don't care how good he is, one and done, the NBA got something waiting on him, that he ain't seen yet. And they got a lot of great players in the NBA. So you're gonna either rise above them or be right there with them, whenever you get there. So no, not at all. I don't think he should stop now or in the middle of the season or before the tournament, to get ready for the draft. No, okay. I don't think so.
All right, cool. Totally agree with what you said, everything that you said. Now I'm just gonna piggyback off, add more to it. I'm not a fan of the NCAA in the first place because I think it's just you making money off of the players. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not siding with the NCAA. I think they're a bunch of crap. But anyway, however, those are two different animals. I understand why Christian McCaffrey and Joey Bosa did what they did because I think, let's go back almost a decade, maybe 15 years. I cannot remember the running back. He played for, Miami, and he blew his knee out. He was gonna be a first round draft pick, and it's gonna come to me. And he played for the Broncos too, and he was in the bowl game. He blew his knee out in the bowl game, but he turned it around, got better, and became a successful running back in the NFL. But I don't think he was a first round draft pick. I think he was further down in the rounds. With that concept, I understand Joey Bosa. It's more violent, and their concept of not playing the bowl game is to get ready for the combine, NFL combines, do all the training for the combines, all the drills that they have them doing.
Mm-hmm.
On the basketball side of it, you could get hurt, but it's nothing like the injuries of the of college football. College basketball, and I can't remember. Mike Golick from Golick and Wingle this morning made a great statement. Okay, NFL players train for the draft. NBA players, if they don't play basketball, what are they going to do if they don't play for the team? Continue to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Nothing changed. So it's like, why there's no plus of not playing and you training for the draft. You want to have in-court experience while you playing. Just keep the flow of playing.
Exactly.
So it's a nice concept. I didn't think about that concept until Scottie Pippen and Tracy McGrady put it out there. I have no problem if a player did it, but it wouldn't benefit you drastically to do so.
Right.
That's my 2 cents.
And it makes sense. NBA players, they're not trying to bulk up or get their speed together or whatever. I mean, you can do that, work on your dribbling and whatever, but you got to be playing basketball in order to train for basketball.
Exactly. Totally agree. My next thing, and I didn't put it in the show notes, so I'm going to ask you straight up. Beginning of the week, our hometown Chicago Bears head coach Matt Nagy,
mm-hmm.
was reported to talk to former Kansas City Chiefs running back Kareem Hunt. And we all know, if people out there don't know Kareem Hunt, he got kicked off the team because of a situation where they found out in February, I think it was, of him striking a 19-year-old female, and then eventually kicking her before he went back to the room. The Kansas City Chiefs found out the video came out on TMZ, and he got kicked off the team. So he's out there waiting to be on. If whatever team picks him up, he's definitely going to be on the commissioner exempt list for a couple of games because of this situation. But back to what was stated, Matt Nagy was found. People found it was reported that he talked to Kareem Hunt. He said it was just a personal phone call to find out how he's doing because Nagy came from Kansas City Chiefs. I think he was their offensive coordinator.
Right.
Let's go fast forward. Let's just. I'm not into hypotheticals, but he's out there for the taking. I guess you could say he's toxic as of right now. Not as toxic as Michael Vick and Ray. I'm blanking on it. Ray Rice.
Ray Rice.
But what if the Bears have a chance to go get Kareem Hunt? They'll have a little backlash in the media, in the public, and with fans. But would you have a problem with them picking up Kareem Hunt? Talking about the Chicago Bears.
No. No. I wouldn't.
Okay, I totally agree for a simple fact. Just like the names I stated, other than Ray Rice, we talking about there is a handful of NFL players that are stuck on stupid. Bears took a chance years back with the 49er player for domestic violence, and he was still stuck on stupid. We had to let him go.
Right.
This, on the other hand, I think it'd be different. I think Kareem Hunt learned his lesson. He was very apologetic about what he did. You know, not just the fact that he did it, but the fact that he lied to the Chiefs.
Right.
Said that nothing had happened, but then the video came out, and then the Chiefs had to do what they had to do. Have no problem with what the Chiefs did. But on the other hand, like everybody said, America is the home, the land of second chances. I have no problem,
right,
of the Bears picking him up, find out, evaluate him, see where his head's at, and see if he learned his lesson, and pick him up. Because yes, you're gonna get backlash from domestic violence groups and fans, and I'm not gonna watch the Bears anymore. You picked up a domestic abuser. Got that. But what's the best smelling scent? Winning. So just like Michael Vick, in that Michael Vick situation, even though it's with animals, was more horrific. I think very horrific than what we've seen of lately in the past. And you see how he turned out. He served 2 years in jail, came back, Philadelphia gave him a chance, and you see what happened with them. I think Kareem Hunt won't serve no jail time, but he will serve time on the commissioner exempt list. Once he serves that time, we'll be ready as in the Chicago Bears. So, okay, we both agree that gotcha. All right, man. Let's go back on track, get on these notes. And I didn't get it out here. Boom. This was the first one here, man, dude. This is the reason why America, I ain't gonna say going down the shitter, but it could do a whole lot better than what Donald Trump is doing right now with this team. All right. If y'all didn't know what happened a couple of days ago, President Donald Trump welcomed the college playoff champion Clemson Tigers to the White House for the traditional national champions visit on Monday, making sure to feed his guests despite the government shutdown. I quote, "Because of the shutdown, we have the great Clemson team with us, the national champions. So we went out and we ordered American fast food paid for by me, lots of hamburgers, lots of pizza. We have some very large people that like eating, so I think we're going to have a little fun," close quote. Although some initially believed Trump's remarks to be a joke, thinking he splurged for a more opulent meal, he held true to his word and showered the champs with a feast consisting of Wendy's, McDonald's, Domino's and Burger King. I'll go ahead and go first, bro. What the hell? I won a national championship. I ramroded it over Alabama Crimson Tide for the championship. Won the championship. I get on the plane. Now, many professional teams, college teams, refuse to go visit Donald Trump to the White House because of all kind of reasons, which is validated.
Right.
Clemson decided, let's go see what it's about. So I jump on the plane, go to Washington, D.C., go to the White House, which is very prestigious. Go in, get dressed, wear my shirt, tie, go into the room, and you serve me cold. Unless they got a couple of microwaves up in that place, which I'm sure they do, but you still gonna serve me fast food. And let's keep it real. I kept on hearing Donald Trump say American food. American food. He kept on saying it's American food. It's American food. No, food is fast food. That I could have got as big as Clemson University is and how much they treat their football players with the training room and then with the slide. Then they got a swimming pool with a slide in their training facility. I can get this shit on campus. I don't really have to jump on a plane to come to Washington, D.C. I'm sure there's a Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, and a Domino's, if not on campus, somewhere around outside campus. So I'm flying out here to have a prestigious dinner with the POTUS, and this is what you give me. This is full of shit. And this is nothing but a ploy because he going to sit here and bring out, because of the government shutdown, which you installed because you couldn't get your damn wall. Because the Senate wouldn't give you $5 billion to build a freaking wall. You're going to pitch a fit and make a government shutdown. And because the government shutdown, your staff can't feed. And what gets me, man, he had a couple of staffers who I don't know why they're there because you're not getting paid for doing what you're doing. Don't like candles in the candelabras for fast food. I'd be like, man, I would have blew all them candles out. Man, bump this. Is this what you gonna give me? And I would have walked out. So all this bunch of BS. Yeah. Trump, he full of shit. And if this is my thing, you could have postponed. So you know what? We ain't ready.
You could have did one or two things.
Okay,
A, postponed it, or B, because you want to brag that you got all this fast food, American fast food, paid by you,
Mm-hmm.
You could have used that money and catered food in. You could have called a catering service. You expect these many guys, blah, blah, blah. I need one catering service, two catering. You're a fucking billionaire. You bragging about how much money you spending on these guys anyway or whatever. No, he's so full of shit, man. It's ridiculous. It's just, make my, them wrinkles right in your forehead when you think about it.
Right.
This motherfucker, So be like, why? Main thing, you could have postponed it.
Right.
You could have just postponed it. But he's such in a shitter right now with this whole wall thing that he looking for something positive, which that turned out to not even be positive. Like you say, you could have went anywhere. And all them guys could have bought that shit anywhere in this country with their own money at their own time. Mm-hmm. You go to the White House, right? You say it's a very prestigious place or whatever, where your government is run, and houses the most powerful man on the planet or whatever. Mm-hmm. And you expect to you expect to see something that you're not going to see every day. You're going to hear something you're not going to hear every day. You're going to eat something you're not going to eat every day. Not in this motherfucker.
It just reeks of bad judgment, man. And what gets me, and a lot of people didn't notice, I thought he was leaving. Evidently, wherever he was coming back real fast because he had an overcoat on. He had a dress coat on. Mm. No, now he didn't have his suit coat. He had a coat.
Yeah.
That long length coat. Like, man, you just ran up in here.
Yeah.
you don't even respect me to say, okay, I'm gonna run up here and see what they're about, say my thing, and leave up out of there. President Trump is just full of it, man. And then he, excuse me, you know how a lot of people, how fans be saying, don't bring politics into sports. That's what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Just like I say,
from day one.
And then he gonna sit there and say, our Republicans did a great job holding things down while we're going through this government shutdown.
They can't stand his ass.
Right. But the Republicans, not the
American people.
No, the Republicans. Trump. You get, boy, how many years we got left with this fool? 2 or 1? I think 1.
1 week too many.
So, okay, those are thoughts on that situation. I'm gonna move on so we can get some happier thoughts. Back to the college football. Two-sport collegiate athlete, Kyler Murray announced Monday that he's declaring for the 2019 NFL Draft. Murray, an outfielder in baseball, was selected 9th overall by the Oakland Athletics. He was going to be their center fielder. In last June's NLB draft, he signed a contract with Oakland that allowed him to play one final season of college football at Oklahoma before switching to baseball full-time. However, after winning the 2018 Heisman Trophy as a quarterback while leading Oklahoma to the college football playoffs, Murray informed the A's that he'll enter April's NFL draft and intends to play football. Murray is currently projected to be anywhere between a first and third round pick in a shallow class of draft-eligible quarterbacks. The A's reportedly made a last-ditch effort to convince Murray to choose baseball by offering up more guaranteed money. Team representatives reportedly met with Murray on Sunday. As part of his contract with the Athletics, Murray received a $4.66 million signing bonus. Question to you, can Murray become the next two-sport professional athlete like Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders?
Let me tell you,
Okay.
those two guys, Bo Jackson for one,
Mm-hmm.
those are some special dudes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they both outweigh him by at least 50 pounds.
At least.
At least. And I'm on the least part is the Deion side. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So they're bigger, they're taller. You know, I don't know. I don't. The way sports is now, I don't think it can be done.
Okay.
I don't think it can be done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm not saying 21 years old, athletic, whatever, that he can't do it. I'll never say what a person can't do. I personally don't think it can be done at this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, but I mean. If you're trying to play quarterback in the NFL, or you look on the flip side of that, right now, it's probably the best time to try to play quarterback in the NFL because they don't let you touch the motherfuckers.
Good point. Mm-hmm.
So that's my thought about it. But baseball, if you're good in baseball, you will reap the benefits. You will reap the rewards. And your body ain't taking that pounding like football.
Right. Okay, got what you said. Do I think he could be a dual sport professional athlete? He could. I don't mind seeing him try. But I think it's harder for him for being a quarterback, NFL quarterback, because you got to pay more attention to detail and everything. You're the leader of the team, basically. You got to have cohesiveness with your running backs and with your wide receivers. You have a feel of what they're doing. Because if I ain't mistaken, I think spring training starts next month, and then the combine. I think is at the end of February, if I ain't mistaken. Got that. If he was any other position, like Bo Jackson was a running back, Deion was a cornerback, Like I heard Deion say, you could drop me off out of an airplane, I'm ready to go. Stick whatever side of the field I need to stick on. Same thing with Bo Jackson. Quarterback's a whole different animal. You know what I'm saying? You got to, like I said, more attention to detail. He is a good baseball player, but he ain't a great baseball player. But then Deion wasn't a great one either. He had speed with him. I think that's what Kyler Murray has. So do I say – my thing is he could do it. I don't think he will be as successful as Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders.
Okay.
And like you said, this day and age, everything's different. You know what I'm saying? You got to have, as a quarterback, you got to learn a whole lot more than you did back in the day.
Right.
And even though he's listed as 5'10", I think he's 5'8", actually.
Yeah, 5'7", 5'8".
5'8", right. So he got – I think he said he likes he likes baseball, but he loves football. So I think there's team. I mean, I think he'll be in the first round draft. He'll be a first round draft pick. I forgot who they said might draft him. I got the list over here, but I can see him being the first round. And you get a lot of money as a first round, and because he's a quarterback, he don't have too much wear and tear. I think the lifespan of a football player is what 3.5 years, but as a quarterback, I think it went all the way up to 9 years in that position, which is a plus from him. So he's going to make money to me either way. My whole concept is the less contact sports you in, the more money you make. Hockey players and football players don't make as much money as baseball players and basketball players. And It's funny to me how the least contact sports you in, the more money you make. So it's up to him. This could be a ploy. This could be a strategy. Okay, I'm Oakland Athletics paid him $4.66 million for a signing bonus, how much his contract is. But this could be a ploy to get more money from baseball to say you eligible for the NFL draft. Just like they said, I think they met with him Sunday and tried to offer him more money.
Yeah.
To stick with baseball. So we'll see. So with all that said and done, you think he's gonna go football or do you think he's gonna go baseball?
I think he's gonna go baseball.
Okay. I would say go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think he's gonna go baseball. I really don't know how much he can get, even if let's say he's a third pick of the draft.
Okay.
First round.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of signing bonus? Because he'll be under a rookie deal.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of money will he get? And
right.
So
he might not play.
He's not gonna play. He's not gonna play.
Okay.
He's not gonna play. That first year at least. See, with baseball, I don't know how. I've never seen him play baseball. I mean, they threw pretty much $5 million at him in the door.
I can honestly answer this. I've seen a little bit. He is a better than average player, but he's not. He's nothing show-stopping. Put it like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't. It's gonna be interesting to sit back and see how this play out. Okay. But he already a millionaire. Shit, ain't gave him $5 million, so he ain't swung a bet.
Right. Okay. Cool. I think I have to agree with you. He might stick with baseball. He's just doing this as a ploy to get more money from a baseball team. Mm-hmm. Like I said, his height. I know you got Russell Wilson. You just got Lamar Jackson out there. They're a little bit bigger than Kyler
still
Murray.
Bigger in height and weight.
Exactly. So I don't know how well that's going to transfer to the NFL. Even though you love NFL, do what's going to make you the most money and keep you healthy. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll have more exposure with baseball than he will with NFL. So I agree with you. I think he should go baseball. I think he might go baseball, but he's just using this as a ploy. So, All right, man. Stick with Oklahoma, the school that Kyler Murray came from. They got a transfer. Quarterback Jalen Hurts is transferring from Alabama to Oklahoma for the final season of his eligibility. As a graduate transfer, Hurt will be eligible to play in 2019. He'll inherit the starting job from Kyler Murray, who succeeded Baker Mayfield, who both won the Heisman Trophy. Hurts joins the Sooner after 3 seasons with the Clemson Tide. He arrived in Alabama in 2016 as a mid-tier recruit, but won the starting job as a true freshman over a plethora of highly touted competitors. Before I move on, we're going to stick with Jalen Hurts right now because the next half of this story, I was going to say Oklahoma was petty for what they was trying to do, but I'll let you know about that later. Jalen Hurts, first of all, I just want to make sure everybody understand how I feel about Alabama. Can't stand them bitches. I'm a Tennessee Volunteer fan. I'm married to a woman whose family is from Alabama, and every time Alabama wins something, I get a text and a phone call. So I was pleasantly pleased when the Clemson Tigers whooped that ass a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna put it out there like that. You know how that saying goes? The enemy of your enemy is your friend. I love me some Dabo Swinney. With that being said, to me, Jalen Hurts is a quality quarterback, but he ain't all that. He's not going to be another Baker Mayfield or Kyler Murray over in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma. To me, I'm not going to say he's as bad as Tim Tebow, but he can't throw. He's not accurate with the ball. He can't throw like Baker Mayfield nor Kyler Murray. So if you guys expect Jalen Hurts to come over there and just be blazing like them, like y'all former QBs, it's not going to happen, okay? Put it like that. So I'm going to move on. Let's finish. Now, this is when I say Oklahoma would have been petty if they would have proceeded what they was trying to do to their former quarterback that transferred to West Virginia, Austin Kendall. The rest of the story.
Okay.
Oklahoma agreed Wednesday to reverse its previous decision and grant a waiver to quarterback Austin Kendall, allowing him to transfer to West Virginia and become immediately eligible to play. The university had intended to take advantage of an NCAA rule which would keep Kendall from being immediately eligible to play, but ultimately opted to grant the quarterback a waiver later in the afternoon. As a graduate transfer, Kendall should be able to play for another school in 2019, but the Sooners could have exercised a rule forcing a Big 12 player to sit out a year if he transfers within the conference. Kendall left Oklahoma after the Sooners began pursuing Alabama quarterback Hurts, who is a graduate transfer. So we're dealing with, if people don't understand, you can't transfer to another school. You have to sit out a year. And Hurts and Kendall would have used up their eligibility, but they're graduate students, so they have one more. Well, I think they have one more year left. I don't think they have two. They got one more. But my thing was this, and then I had this story already up to give a little crap to Oklahoma, because like, okay, I received this quarterback from Alabama, but because of a Big 12 rule that says that any player cannot play, they got to sit out a year if they within the conference. So they was gonna get Hurts, but they was gonna throw out this block to keep the quarterback they had from transfer to another school, which would have been petty as hell. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad he transferred it. But I was about to say, man, how you gonna be two-faced like that? Like, okay, we'll take this quarterback because we don't think you good enough, but we want you as a backup, so we're gonna keep you from moving forward to West Virginia, which I thought was petty as hell, man. But it turned out for the right for both of them. What you think, bro, before we move on?
Why are these guys moving around?
I'm going to tell you why. Jalen Hurts wasn't going to play anymore. They had Tua Valoa took his spot. And I found out watching a playoff game, a college playoff game, when Alabama was playing Oklahoma. When they were playing Oklahoma, Tua has a younger brother that's coming in next year behind him, play quarterback. So they had they have the brothers playing for Alabama. So Hurts already knew, oh, my time here is done. Let me go play somewhere and try to get some exposure, try to make the NFL. So I have no problem with Jalen Hurts doing what he's doing. Like I say, he's not a gunslinger, but he definitely wasn't gonna get any more playing time, any more ticks when his brother, when Tua Valoa brother come in behind him. So that's why he did that. And I think because they brought in Hurts, Kendall was like, you know what? I'm out. I can transfer. I'm going to go ahead and do what I got to do. It's crazy. But see, that's the NCAA. They full of ish. They're going to do whatever's good for the brand, the NCAA brand.
Right.
This Big 12 rule, it shouldn't be there. If it ain't throughout all the conferences, it shouldn't be in one conference.
Right, exactly.
So.
Exactly.
All right, man. Hey, man, we're going to leave this MLB story. We're going to put that in the back burner because I don't even want to talk about this. It's just child abuse.
That's crazy. Okay.
That we're going to pass that up. So let's go to the stick with the NFL. Terrell Owens, blast Cowboys coach Jason Garrett as Dallas Cowboys fall in the playoffs. In a series of tweets Saturday night following the Dallas Cowboys 30-22 divisional round loss to the Los Angeles Rams, Hall of Famer Terrell Owens ripped Dallas head coach Jason Garrett, calling for a change and accusing Garrett, who was offensive coordinator for 2 of Owens' 3 seasons in Big D, of effectively running him out of town. And, let me put in the right term for Terrell Owens. Hall of Famer Terrell Owens. In the tweet, he says, "Hey, at Real Jerry Jones. About time for a coaching change, don't you think? 2 playoff wins in 10 years? Garrett isn't the answer and never will be. Way to compete, guys. Hashtag real talk." That's what Owens wrote on Twitter in the late stages of the Rams win. When a follower commented that the Cowboys did not win any playoff games during Owens' 2006-2008 tenure, the Hall of Famer replied, quote, "I tried, but Garrett was the head coach then too." See what I'm getting at? The implications, to spell it out, is that as the offensive coordinator during that time, Garrett was calling the shots rather than head coach Wade Phillips. Owens then more directly insinuated that Garrett was responsible for him leaving the team, writing he, quote, "had Jerry thinking I was the problem." Any problem with Terrell Owens putting that out there on Twitter?
No.
He just saying something that we all know.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's his opinion, you
Right.
know. But the fact of his opinion is being backed up with the fact that they ain't won. You know, so that's the bottom line. You know, he ain't just running off at the mouth. They haven't won. You know, it's been one and done in 2 years, 2 out of the last 10 years that they've actually made it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, what he's saying does, you know, warrant some, you know, let me look deeper into this or whatever. But I don't. Is Jerry Jones paying attention to it? Probably not. You know, he moves at, you know, his own win, his own sale or whatever. So he may roll over tomorrow and fight. You know, and so, but yeah, that was interesting because it blew up the airways, you know, for a minute, you know.
Right.
But hey, they haven't won. As simple as that. They haven't won. So,
Gotcha. My thought is almost the same. Terrell Owens ain't lying. And because Terrell Owens, not Hall of Famer Terrell Owens, haven't been playing anything, he ain't got nothing to lose. He gonna say he always spoke what was on his mind, but since he's not on anybody's team, he can say what he want to say. He's not saying anything that's not true. Cowboys been mediocre, 8-8 for damn near 3 years in a row. Recently, when they picked up Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott, I think they went 13-3. I think they had it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They did this year. They made the playoffs. But like he said, out of 10 years, 2 playoff wins. I would say who does that, but then Marvin Lewis, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But it doesn't matter who. If I'm the Dallas Cowboy fan, I don't want that on my team. We better than that. I don't like the moniker of them being America's team. I never thought that. And I hate to say it, I think the Patriots are American team before the Cowboys are America's team.
They are.
But that's neither here or there. Jason Garrett, I always said that Jason Garrett is Jerry Jones' illegitimate son. He just gets away with a lot. You know what I'm saying? All he does is clap. I think his staff does more work than he does, but it is what it is. I do believe Owens when he said that. I think he had me ran up off the team. I agree with that. So I have no problem with that. And you said you just got through saying about Jerry Jones might think another way. Let me tell you what Jerry Jones said on a radio station right after that statement was said. He said on the interview, I think it was a Dallas radio station, he stated that if Jason Garrett hit the open market, there would be 5 teams going after him. 5 teams.
What 5 teams is that?
I don't know, but I'm like, yo, let me tell you something. Jerry Jones is a good businessman. He know how to advertise stuff. He know how to make stuff look better than what it is, and that's just what he's doing here. He's making his boy look good. There's no 5 teams, man. You know what? There might be one stupid team that went ahead and try it out. You know what I'm saying? I can see that happening. 5 teams? No, man.
No.
I don't see that going on, man. So,
no.
Nah, I don't see it. All right, bro. That's our topics of recent. You have anything else before we move on?
No.
All right, man. All right, people. The crew here at Get With It Sports. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch the Two Cents Positive Sports Podcast. Stay tuned for the B-side where we give you our conference championship picks. Once again, while you're here, go ahead and click the subscribe button so you can be alerted to all the episodes here at Get With It Sports 2 YouTube channel. You can find us on Twitter, me at Get With It Sports. My partner here, Brandon at LEB412. You can read our posts on our blog page at getwithitsports.wordpress.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram /Get With It Sports, or contact us via email at getwithitsports2, that's number 2 @gmail.com. As always, we want to give a shout out to our Urban Arena affiliates. If you like what we have here for your sports talk and entertainment at Get With It Sports, check out Team Boy TV, where it's Big Q, JB and Bernie B, and AA Sports, Straight Sports No Chasing, with our boys Diego Bristikoff, the Black Dominican Russian, and Uncle Hate, the 6'0" post-up champ. Urban Arena crew can give you what you need every week for your sports fix while you're on the go. Once again, I'm your boy Glass.
And I'm Brandon.
The best tag team talent out here in sports talk. As always, be good, be safe, get with it. Peace.